My name is Gertsson. I'm 24 years old and I live here in Malmo. But I have a weird story because I'm actually half Filipino, half Norwegian, lives in Sweden and works in Denmark. So, you know, a lot of countries to take in. As you see, it's my girlfriend who's decorating and stuff, and I have very little influence on what's going on. That's my just putting my flavor to the interior, so that whenever people visit, this is the last thing they see.
Last thing.
But yeah, it should be. That's a trophy. When we were checking the apartment for the first time, I was checking out this area and I was like, that place right there would be a perfect freestyle spot because there's no wind. Yes. But then I realized that there's kids here all the time and I'm not allowed to go there. And that's me in glasses, by the way. Yeah.
Wow.
That doesn't look like me, right?
No, not at all.
No.
Looks like some
Asian guy. Actually, I have freestyle as my occupation, but at the same time, I'm also working at a Unisport in Denmark, where I work at their web TV department making YouTube videos. So I'm basically the web TV host for their YouTube channel, talking about football products, football shoes, freestyle shoes, footballs, and gear. Freestyle gives me freedom, but it also takes away my freedom because, for example, Super Bowl is in August. June, July, a lot of people have holidays. I want to go on holiday, but I can't because it's Super Bowl in the end of August. And taking 1 week off is, you know, it's death penalty. You don't do that. So if I want to take a vacation, it's in December or in January, but no other time of year. And it restricts me from doing certain things because freestyle. I try to train at least 3.5 hours a day, every day. But that's only that's one session, but I try to do more. But, you know, with work and, you know, I have to take care of stuff and now I have to pay rent. Then you can't really train all the time, but I always try to make time. If it's in the living room, is it the training area or in the basement of Unisport, try to make it happen.
Okay. This is where we organize all the freestyle meets outdoors. So this is like the perfect summer spot for freestyle. It's basically one of the very few freestyle spots in Helsingborg that you can freestyle where there's not too much wind. But during winter, we go downstairs to these parking garages, like 2-3 stories below, and all the car fumes make the air terrible. But it was the only place that we could freestyle during winter, except for the hall in Gantofta. This is the gym hall of the school in Gantofta. This is where we had PE classes. And this is actually where I started freestyling after freestyling in the driveway when we realized that was a useless place to train. So the thing that I did that, the football practice stopped at 10. I went here at 10:15 and I trained until 2 o'clock in the morning. But the day after you have school, so my day was usually wake up at 6, go to school, come home at 4, go to sleep, and then eat, and then go train, and then go to sleep again. And that was my daily rhythm for 7-8 months during high school. But I basically lived here. There was so many good memories from here.
Yes! Yes!
I always liked Lilan, and she always helped me when I had like troubles with freestyle and stuff.
Yeah, I know. You told me. Please, Lilan, can you let me in? It's so blowing. My foot is flowing away.
Yeah, we had like a European freestyle meeting here with like 7-8 countries in this hall, all because of her.
I would say that I still freestyle for the passion. I don't know that many people does it anymore, but I still feel like the reward that I get from freestyle, like the money, the like performances and competitions, is just a bonus for me.
Sometimes we train together. Sometimes I sit there and support him, and sometimes I try to do some tricks.
Han skulle bli fotbollsproff när han var 5 år. Och det har han hållit på helt han var 14 och sen så började han med fotboll freestyle och det är hans liv och så där är han idag.
Where I used to live. I lived here for 13 years before me and my girlfriend moved to Malmo. And this is the driveway I talked about. This is where I shoveled away all the snow and put the spotlights on at 8 p.m. and trained for countless hours.
Actually, I started in 2006 when me and a friend of mine, Simon, we were bored and we were sitting at home and we didn't have anything to do because it was winter in Gantofta, which is a small town. And we saw this video of a guy named Gertsson, and we were like, oh shit, we might be able to do that as well because, you know, we can juggle like decent, like 200. And we went out and we tried it, and it was like this much snow outside on the driveway, and we tried and we're like, this is so hard. But then we realized we don't have anything else to do. So we like continued to train, and so we took the snow out from the driveway. We put like what do you call it, like spotlight lamps on the driveway at like 8 in the evening, training for like 6-7 hours after school, like crazy. And then we just got hooked like that.
But my favorite spot of them all is actually on the back side of the house. Is where I freestyled every day. Whenever it was light outside, this is where I used to freestyle. And you know, in 2006, 2007, and even all the way up to 2013, this is what I needed. So yeah, that's the story of PWG's backyard.
I might be the first one who's not a footbagger who used Clipper with regular freestyle tricks, like putting them into regular lower combos. And to be honest, in 2010, it really was a change in my style, because I used to be like a hardcore, super lower freestyler. And then, you know, meeting Vasek just changed the perspective of how I can do tricks and how I can bend my feet and how I can, and I think that, you know, really rejuvenated my kind of style in freestyle. Precis 2009, my first like abroad competition, and I went to the final and I was like, wow, I really came to the final without knowing what I actually did. And then I won the whole thing, and I had no idea what was going on. And that really changed my perspective, because then I realized that I can actually do stuff with freestyle. I didn't realize that I was that good until that moment when I stood there with a trophy. I've always said that my goal in freestyle is to make a comfortable living enough to do it full time, so that I don't have to do anything else than freestyle. That's my ultimate goal. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice only makes better, because there's no perfect. And if there would be perfect, when you reach that limit, you would have nothing to fight for anymore. So for me, that's something that keeps me going in freestyle. Also, when life gives you lemons, mitch it.